So what do you do when you want to switch to a streamer from some other kind of rig? I've been fishing a dry dropper all afternoon. It's been pretty good, but I feel like fishing a streamer. We got a big, deep pool here. There could be a big fish in here. It's a little bright for fishing a streamer, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So you gotta change your leader, and really it's quite simple. You just gotta cut it back. I have got a 3X tip, no, I got a 4X tippet and then a 3X. I've got some knots in here, but I'm gonna go back up onto my leader until I get to the point where it's about 2X or 1X. It's typically the kind of tippet you wanna use for streamer. And here are the reasons. One is that a streamer is a heavy and usually wind resistant fly. And with a 4X tippet, it won't turn over. It's all gonna ball up. The 4X tip material isn't stiff enough to drive that streamer out there. The other reason, maybe more important, is that if I try to tie a 4X tippet to a size 6 streamer, that knot is not gonna hold. It's gonna break. So you can get away with a much heavier tippet with a streamer. So you need to come back to your leader, and the first thing you wanna do is just get to the point where you think your leader is about 2X, and you cut everything off. And I'll park those here and deal with them later. I think I'm actually going to use 1X. I'm going to use a fairly good sized streamer. So I take some 1X tippet and I hold it alongside my leader. And if the end of my knotless leader looks like it's about 1X, then I can just tie my streamer right onto this heavier piece of tippet. If it looks a little thinner or a little thicker, then you can tie a new 1X tippet on if you want. But basically, if you have a knotless tapered leader, you just want to cut it back. And of course, if you go back to a dry dropper, you're going to have to put a couple other sections in there to get down to your 4X or 5X tippet, but you worry about that later. So you got to cut your leader back. Another reason is it's very windy today, as you can probably tell, and you want to have a short, stiff leader in the wind. You're going to be able to control it much better.
You know, we knew this fish was there. We caught the smaller one of the pair. We motored back up, put on a bigger fly, and I threw it back to him, and he came at it again and finally ate it. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Nice. Ah.